A God who walks on water, heals the sick, and rose from the grave is worthy of paying high tribute to. My grandfather, Eugene W. Anderson, did not accomplish any of these miracles, but his life is all about serving the God who did. He is a mature and strong Christian that anyone would want to grow up to be like or develop into. One attribute that I truly admire about my grandfather is that he is first and foremost a man of God. For as long as I can remember, he has been one, if not the most, godliest man I've ever known. God has held the number one spot in his life. He is actively involved with his church in such ministries as food drives and men's Bible study. His participation does not end in his local church, but extends to the community in which he lives. For several years, he has participated in a Christian organization known as the Gideons. My grandfather goes with his group to public schools, college or high school, and gives out Bibles to people that have probably never really heard about Jesus. Rain or shine, my grandfather honors his commitment to participate and goes because he believes that is what God has called him to do. He does not have to be with his group to pass out the Word of God, though. My grandfather is always prepared to share, whether it is at a restaurant or a sports activity. I have watched this all my life, and it is starting to become a part of me as well. Another trait that I admire about my grandfather is his servant's heart to others around him. With my grandpa, he always thinks about putting others before himself and goes out of his way to make people happy. When he finds out that someone is sick or in the hospital, even if the hospital is not local or not in their travel plans, he and my grandma will go out of their way and visit, as well as pray for and with the people, because they truly care about them. He is constantly praying for others who ask, and even those who do not, but have needs that someone has brought to his attention. My grandfather even goes out of his way to do the little things, like making a phone call to someone. On any random day, he will call a person he knows just to brighten up their day. One of the attributes that I cherish about my grandfather the most is the leadership in our family. As I become older and look to my future of having a family, this stands out more and more to me. He always makes sure that before every meal, we have a family prayer before we begin to eat. The action I can say I value most is that for every holiday gathering, he always prepares a verse or a Bible study with the family and whoever else is at the table. I feel that he has really shown us as a family to truly value what we have because it is very unique and special. My grandfather is such a remarkable and godly person. When God commanded us as Christians to go out and be examples of him and spread his word, my grandfather took this seriously and has definitely fulfilled that calling. My grandfather does all these things while being in constant pain himself. He continues to amaze me and those he has touched. I am so grateful that God has allowed me to be the granddaughter of such an amazing man that I am proud to call my grandpa. I pray that I may follow in my grandfather's footsteps and be a woman of God and make a difference in this world.